All right, hey guys, Jerry from Showtime Audio. So just wanted to show you our progress on Ricky's brand new Sprinter van. So as you can see, we got hardwood floors are in, Maybach seats are in, 50-inch TVs are in, the speakers are in, so all our pods, amplifiers. So this is gonna be our radio station, our radio command center. So basically from right here, the driver can turn up the radio, turn down the radio, choose music, choose whatever. This will have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So basically, so you'll be able to say, hey Siri, or hey Google, play some music. Hey, whatever you want, you'll be able to tell it. But it's right here, it's built in, it's mounted. And then Hondo built this pod in order to house the radio, but try to keep it out of the way so that we still have a ton of space to get in and out of the vehicle. So a lot of times when we build either show cars, or we build any car, but especially when we build show cars, when we build big builds like this, where there's a lot of wiring, a lot of fuses, a lot of equipment, we tend to build a command center or a spot where basically the majority of everything lives. The thing we hate is when we work on a car and half of it's here, half of it's there, 3 of the fuses are here, 2 are there, 3 are over there. If you have to service that, you hate life. I mean, like, because everybody builds it differently, and if it was built in another state, you have no idea where anything is, and finding it becomes half the battle, right? So a lot of times people are like, well, why is it so much to figure this out, or why does it take so long to figure out where the fuse is? Well, we have no idea where they put it. We have no idea where it is. We have no idea what they used. So what we do instead is we try to make everything in a central location so that it's like you go to one spot, and in that spot you have the majority of the equipment. Obviously some of the equipment has to live where it lives, right? The TV's got to go where they go, the radio's got to go where they go. But as far as fusing, like in this case, this is our 5-channel amplifier, which runs the entire audio system. This is our 110 inverter, which runs all the TVs and video. This is our fuse box, which runs all the accessories. So all your heavy gauge, like the inverter, the amp, all the big stuff. And then on the front here, this is our fusing. None of this will be here, but this is our fusing that fuses all the individual components. So let's say the radio itself, lighting, the seats are all fused. Any accessory that we add gets added here. This way, if you need to find it, that's where it lives, right? So here's the other thing. I'm always blown away. Just look at Hondo's work. I mean, look at this. That's all aftermarket, but you would not know. I mean, you'd have no idea. Again, we talk about this. This is the way that the factory, look at this. I mean, the level of detail and the level of meticulousness is unreal, even down to these. So this is our isolator, which isolates the inverter. He's even gone as far as heat shrinking all the bolts so that they're not exposed and you can't tap it by accident. This is the difference between something that's very just thrown in the car and something that's actually planned out, designed, engineered, and made. So even like here, so this is a steel bracket. This was designed, cut, welded, and painted, and then, but even the wiring. So as you can see, even the wiring all runs with the metal racking that we made. It's not just thrown in here, thrown across. And then we'll have a cover here so that you can always service this. We have access to the connectors. This is all the connectors for the TV. So here's the other connector, which is the power connector. So again, we try to make it as serviceable as possible. This way, if it ever does need to get serviced by us or by anybody else, it's not a struggle. You remove a panel or two and you have access to everything. And we label our wiring so that we know what's what and where it goes and where it is. So that if I go here and I'm saying, okay, it's labeled here. If I find it on the other end, I know that that and this are the same wire, right? Other thing that we do quite a bit, it's a little tip we do. So we run, a lot of times we'll run extra wires. Because in these vehicles, you never know if the client's gonna add something, right? They wanna add something, they wanna change something, they want something to work a different way. So we usually run extra wires. And even up front, we'll show you, especially on show cars, especially on big builds. And the reason that is again, if the client changes his mind, we already have the wiring. The last thing you want to do is rip this whole thing apart to run one wire. So, and the way you know it's an extra wire is we always loop the wire and tape it. Now this will get dressed and everything, and it usually looks like this. This way, there's no confusion that that wire was hooked up. The thing I hate the most is you take something apart and there's a bare wire just sitting there and you're like, was that hooked up? I don't remember. Did we rip it out when we took the panel off? Did somebody rip it out when they took the panel off? Oh, so you're guessing, right? We don't like to guess. You know, we're really big on not guessing. So we do this as like a mental reminder so that we know that that wire is an extra wire and that it's just there in case. So here's another thing that we do, because we like to, we fix a lot of these. We fix a lot of party buses, a lot of executive vehicles, a lot of this type of, and the thing that is frustrating is that there's not a lot of planning that goes into the vehicle. It's built, it looks beautiful on the outside, but as far as serviceability or future-proofing it, usually there's no thought that goes into that. It's kind of a one and done. We're gonna build it, and as soon as it lives here, we don't wanna know nothing, you know? And so we assume the car is coming back. We assume the car is gonna need service. We assume the car is gonna need an upgrade. So we're gonna plan for it ahead of time. So to give you a perfect example is, this cutout in the hardwood floor is, this hardwood floor should go to here. But the problem with that is now you have no access. So what we do is we built this piece in here and we'll have a sill, like in other words, a plate that hides this, kind of the way the factory does it. And what that'll do is if we ever need, these channels run from the front of the van all the way to the back of the van. So like the seats, these are the seats, they're run all the way down. So if we ever need to run a wire, and we also we'll have to show you, but under each seat, we have an access hole. So if we need to run wires to the seat, if we need to run wires from the front of the van to the back of the van, which is a nightmare, we have these channels that we can fish all the way from the front all the way to the back. And all it is you remove the door sill, just like you would on a brand new car, and now you can access the wire runs that are factory in the vehicle. In this case, they're not factory, they're ours, but they're our factory wires, right? So, and then again, under the seats, there are other access panels, but again, future-proofing it, making it so that it is serviceable. Number one thing for us is that it's serviceable, and if something goes wrong, we can repair it.
Visit our website at showtimeaudiochicago.com.